And the story today is Don't Get Lost. All right, and don't you get lost, Oprah. No, no, no. All right, here we go. Little Piglet, oh, it's about a pig, okay, had just finished his breakfast. Can I go for a walk across the fields, he asked his mother. Yes, said his mother, but don't get lost and be back in time for dinner. Little Piglet passed Little Lamb and her mother, and the lamb had just finished her breakfast as well. I'm going for a walk across the field, said Little Piglet. Can I go too? Said the lamb. Oh, yes, said her mother, but don't get lost and be back in time for dinner. Well, Piglet and Lamb passed Calf and her mother and the little horse and his mother. We're all going for a walk across the field, said Piglet and Lamb. Can we go with you? Well, Little Calf and Little Horse asked their mothers if it was okay, and the mom said, sure, but don't get lost and be back in time for dinner. Well, Little Piglet and Little Lamb and the calf and the horse all went out to the farmyard into the fields. They went into a field with an apple tree in it, and there were big red apples, and they were hung from the branches, and oh, Little Piglet loved the apples, but he didn't eat any because he had just had his breakfast. So Piglet and Lamb and Calf and the horse chased one another around and around the tree until they felt dizzy, and then they'd had enough of that. They went into the next field, and there were bales of sweet hay, and the calf and the horse, they loved hay so much, but they didn't eat any because, well, they had just had their breakfast. So the pig and the lamb and the calf and the horse all played hide and seek among the bales of wheat. And sure enough, when they'd had enough of that, they went back to the next field. And there were rows of freshly dug, juicy turnips. Oh, the lamb loved turnips. She didn't eat any because, well, she had just had her breakfast. So the pig and the lamb and the calf and the horse raced up and down the rows of turnips until their legs ached. And when they'd had enough of that, they went into the next field and they splashed in the pond until they were soaking wet. Little Piglet said, oh, I'm hungry. It must be time for dinner. Lamb and the calf and the little horse said, us too, we're very hungry, very hungry. So they set off for home. We could eat some turnips on the way home, said Lamb. I love turnips. But when they went to the field, there weren't any turnips. We could eat some hay, said the calf and the little horse. We love hay. But when they got to the next field, there wasn't any hay, and there had been. We could eat some apples on the way back, said the little pig. I love apples. But when they got to the next field, the apple tree was bare. There were no apples on the apple tree. Oh no, we should have come through the field with the turnips and the hay and the apples. Maybe we came the wrong way. They couldn't all be gone, could they? Suddenly they all felt very frightened, very hungry, and very lost. But then Piglet saw the farmyard. Waiting for them was Calf's mom, the horse's mom, the lamb's mom, and Little Piglet's mom. We're glad you're back in time for dinner, they all cried. We have got great things, freshly dug, juicy turnips, sweet new hay, big red ripe tomatoes. No, not tomatoes, apples, said Little Piglet's mom. And we are so glad that none of you got lost. Come, let's all eat. What a great story. And we have a great, great, great girl to celebrate her birthday. It was a few days ago. Doesn't matter. This girl should have a whole week, a whole month of birthdays. And I'm sure her family, this is Sylvie, I'm sure Sylvie's family, they are celebrating yesterday, today, tomorrow. And her dad, Dan, her mom, Johanna, her grandparents, Bob and Gail, her dear sister, Lily. I'm sure they've all gathered together many times this week to wish Sylvie a happy, happy birthday. And we too will do it in our very tiny way. We're going to celebrate Sylvie's birthday, yes. But do we know whether she likes vanilla or chocolate? No, we don't. So let's check our book. I open the birthday book and I'm checking to see if the votes have come in. And they most certainly have. Always with the first votes in are Alice, Molly, and Jolene. Always get those votes in. Martha and Clara, yes. James and Anna and their baby sister Maeve. Graham, Audrey, and Lila, cousins from Brooklyn. Wesley and Teddy. Ben and Bee. Bevy and Henry. Riley, Tate, Coco, Sophia, and India. And the Schuyler sisters, Eliza, Peggy, and Angelica, all for chocolate. Vanilla, the vanilla votes include Maxine and Lulu, Frida, Marlo, Marta, Harris, Maya, I saw Maya today, Joseph and Christopher, Rocky, and Scarlett and KJ. Yes, they vote. Oh, and of course, a little late getting the votes in, but they did nevertheless. Kira and Annabelle and Nora and Carson. Okay, let me count. Okay, 18 for chocolate. 16 for vanilla. All right, Sylvie, you, my girl, have a chocolate cake. Let's sing to Sylvie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sylvie. Happy birthday to you. All right. Thank you, cameraman Dan. Yes. Thank you, Oberon. And remember, I love you all very,